Vedic mathematics helps in developing mental calculations and simplifying complex mathematical problems. So, Vedic mathematics is the name given to the ancient system of mathematics. Vedic mathematics comes from the Vedas, more specifically the Atharva Veda. It was revived by Indian mathematician Jagadguru Sri Bharti Krishna Tirthaji between 1911 and 1980. Vedic mathematics is an ancient technique that simplifies multiplication, divisibility, complex numbers, squaring, cubing, square roots, cube roots, recurring decimals, and auxiliary functions. And there are a lot of benefits of Vedic mathematics. Number one, makes elementary calculation 10 to 15 times faster. It helps in accurate guessing, useful for all the classes, reduces burden, need to learn no need to learn tables up to 9 on I mean to say no need to learn up to table 19, 18, 17, only up to 19. If student know, they can easily do the Vedic mathematics. A magical tool to reduce finger counting and rough work, increase concentration, helps in reducing silly mistakes, time saved can be used to answer more questions. And the last one, logical thinking process gets enhanced. Now, in order to enhance students' calculation abilities and numeracy skills, I am taking the opportunity to teach Vedic mathematics during any available arrangement periods across various classes. Vedic maths, with its ancient yet highly effective techniques, offers simplified methods for complex calculations, enabling students to perform arithmetic operations quickly and accurately. By integrating these techniques into their learning routine, I aim to build their confidence in mathematics, improve their mental agility, and foster a deeper understanding of mathematical concepts. This approach not only makes maths more engaging and enjoyable, but also equips students with valuable skills that will benefit them in their academic journey and beyond. So, let us see a few recorded classes of my Vedic mathematics in class 7th and 8th.
We are going to multiply 997 with 999. So what we have to do, we have to decrease 1 here. Decrease, number बताओ. 996. उसके बाद 1000 में से माइनस करो. 3. उसको 3 डिजिट्स में लिखना है. How will you write? 3 number. Yes, 003. Answer. Right. One more example. Then I will call one student. 989 into 999. चलो. 1 decrease 1. 988. इसको 1000 से माइनस करो. 11 को 3 डिजिट में लिखना है. 011. Answer. चलो. You can check. You can cross check later. चलो अभी मैं एक को कॉल कर रहा हूँ. Who will come? Sabha, try करेगी? नहीं. Moksha. Come. 984 into 999. चलो try करो. 983. लिखो फास्ट लिखो. 983. ठीक है. 1000 से माइनस करो. 16. So 0, 1, 6. Right. Very good answer. So 9,83,060. चलो थोड़ा से और छोटे नंबर पर ट्राई करते हैं हम लोग. चलो decrease 1 from here. 99,997. Right. Now we have to. इसके बाद वाला नंबर क्या आता है? 1 lakh. 1 lakh से माइनस करो. You get 2. ठीक है. 2 को how many digits में लिखना है? 5 digits. So 00002. Answer. You can cross check your answer with the help of normal multiplication. How much time it will take if you do normal multiplication? It will take 3 to 4 minutes for this multiplication. But you can write within a second this answer. एक क्वेश्चन ट्राई करोगे? चलो 9,985 into 9,999. हाँ धनुष कम. Very good. 9,984 लिख दिया. Excellent. Very good. चलो क्लास करो इसके लिए. नंबर मैं ले आऊं. इसको बेस मल्टीप्लिकेशन मेथड बोलते हैं. 100 से कितना कम है? 1. So -1. We will subtract these numbers with -100. इसको 100 से माइनस करो. -3. Now add these two. जल्दी ऐड करो. 96. इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करो.
3.
लेकिन 2 डिजिट नंबर है ना, इसलिए 2 डिजिट में लिखना है. 03. आंसर. ठीक है. अभी इसका देखो 1000 से माइनस करो.
1.
-1. ओके. इसको 1000 से -2. ये दोनों ऐड करो. 997. Multiply these two. 2. 1 into -1 into -2 is 2. But we have to write in 3 digits. So 002. Answer. Easy? चलो और एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. चलो Yes, we are going to multiply these two. आप इसमें ध्यान से देखो. 1 2 3 मतलब ये 9,99,900 है. इसको 10 लाख से माइनस करो. -1. Subtract this. Let's get -2. ये दोनों का ऐड करो. 9,99,997. How many digits we have? 6 digits. ये इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करने से कितना आ रहा है? 2. तो 6 डिजिट्स में लिखना है. 1 2 3 4 5 6. आंसर. You can cross check with the calculator also. चलो एक दिन ट्राई करेगा. I'm giving very small number. चलो कम. Remove your mask. जल्दी 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 ट्राई करो. मास्क लूंगा. ट्राई करो जल्दी से. -3. वेरी गुड. राइट. ऐड करो उसको. 5. राइट. वो दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करो. 6 आ रहा है ना. 006. आंसर. वेरी गुड. चलो लेट अस स्टार्ट विद 99 into 97. थोड़ा एग्जांपल. इसमें देखो ये 100 से कितना कम है? 1. So -1. Right. We will subtract 99 from 100. Sorry, 100 from 99. So इसको subtract करो. -3. अब ये दोनों को ऐड करो. कितना है? जल्दी. 96. इन दोनों को into करो. 3. उसको 2 डिजिट में लिखना है. तो 03. You can calculate and check answer also. चलो एक एग्जांपल और देखो. Very good, a very simple example. Suppose 3 digit I am going to take. ठीक है, मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ. अब इसको 1000 से माइनस करना है. तो -1. यहाँ कितना डिफरेंस आ रहा है? -2. ये दोनों का ऐड करो. 997. 3 डिजिट में लिखना है. ये दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई करो. 2 आ रहा है. तो उसको 3 डिजिट में कैसे लिखोगे? 002. दिस इज द आंसर. ठीक है. कोई ट्राई करेगा? एक क्वेश्चन बैठे. चलो आई एम गिविंग 997 into 999. कम जल्दी फास्ट. 997 के बाजू में -3. वेरी गुड. -1. ऐड करना है उसको. 9 9 6. Now multiply -3 -1. 003. This is the correct answer. You can check with manual also. अगर मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो बहुत टाइम लगेगा. ठीक है, एक और एग्जांपल अब एक बड़ा नंबर ले लेते हैं. चलो 9999998. ठीक है, 999997. We are going to multiply 6-digit numbers, right? तो यहाँ पर -2 आ रहा डिफरेंस और यहाँ पे -3. ये दोनों को ऐड करो. So we will get 999995. How many digits are there? 6 digits में इन दोनों का प्रोडक्ट लिखना है. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the product. ठीक है, एक और मेथड है. Shall I explain one more method? Yes. Right. अभी मैं मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ 629 into 999. जब भी हम लोग 9 के सीरीज से हम लोग मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं, 9 के सीरीज से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं, तो इसमें 1 माइनस करना है. 1 माइनस करो 628. अब इसको 1000 से माइनस करो. 1000 से माइनस करो 300. कितना आ रहा है? 370. This is the answer.
Competency based questions. Under competency based questions there are case study based questions, assertion reasoning based questions, and some word problems also, and multiple choice questions. So I have developed case study based questions videos for class 9th and 10th maths and science, and it aimed at enhancing students competency based questions practice and focus on improving numeracy skills. Videos, whatever videos I have uploaded, so 61 videos for maths class 10th, and 50 videos for class 10th science, 30 videos for maths class 9th, and 14 videos of science class 9th. So all videos provide practical examples and real life applications, and it's designed to help students understand complex concepts better, and it aims to boost critical thinking and problem solving abilities. So now I'm going to show the screenshot of the playlist of the case study questions. This is the playlist of class 10th case study based questions, 61 case study based questions, and this is chapter wise case study based questions of class 10th maths, and class 9th science case study based questions playlist, and this is class 9th case study based questions. 50 videos are there uploaded, and class 9th maths 30 case study based questions are uploaded, and this is the I have given the links of all the case study based questions in my blog also. So this is case study based questions, maths class 10th case study based questions, all links are here, and 9th class case study based questions here, and science here, and here are 2 links, 9th and 10th, right? So coming to what is the impact, that how many of them are utilizing. So this is the evidence that many are using my case study based questions web page, where I have given the links of all the video lessons, case study video lessons, and along with that PDF file is also there. So see, 9th case study questions near about 7.5 lakhs, and 10th maths also around 6,40,000, science also around 3,25,000. So this shows that many are using case study based question.
So today we are going to do case study questions on coordinate numbers, right? So this is the first question, right? Case study questions, it is a type of competency based questions, और इसमें context रहता है, context के साथ में figure होता है, right? So with the help of that figure, some questions will be there. Based on context, questions will be there. You have to answer those questions, right? So let us start with the case study question number 1. Students of a school are standing in a row. Rows and columns in their playground. Okay, rows and columns. for field practice. A, B, C, and D are the location of those students. It is shown in this figure, and what we have to do based on this context figure, some questions are there, right? So now we are going to solve those questions. Number one, what are the coordinates of A and B? Right? What is the coordinate of A? First with respect to x-axis, right? What is the x coordinate? 3. And with respect to y-axis, we have to find. ठीक है? मतलब पहले x-axis के respect में वो value लिखना, that is 3. और उसके बाद y-axis का वो respect to value लिखना, that is 5. So this coordinate is 3,5. Right? This is one. And now write the coordinates of B. D. 7, 9. So which option is correct one? Third one. So this option is correct one. Now we are moving towards the next question. What are the coordinates of C and D? So C coordinate यहाँ पर है, right? With respect to C, the position of x coordinate is 11 and y coordinate is 5. So what is the coordinate? 5. Now coming to D, the position of x is 7 and for y is 1. So 7, 1. So what is the correct option here? First one. So first option is the correct. Now we are moving towards the second one. What is the distance between B and D? देखो B यहाँ पर है और D यहाँ पर है, तो ये वाला distance हम लोग को measure करना है. ठीक है, कितना यूनिट्स का है देखो? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The correct option is right. What is the distance between A and C? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 units. Correct option is the third one, right? Now, the next question, what are the coordinates of points of intersection of AC and BD? तो पहले हम लोग AC ज्वाइन करेंगे, फिर BD ज्वाइन करेंगे, right? ये यहाँ पे intersect कर रहा है. What is the coordinate? 7. Very good. 7, 5. So correct option is first one, right? So this is the last question of this case study question. Now we are moving towards case study question number 2. Aditya is a class 9 student residing in a village. One day, he went to a city hospital along with his grandfather for general checkup. From there, he visited 3 places. One is school, library, and police station. Okay? So, यहाँ पे, after returning to his village, he plotted a graph by taking hospital as the origin. So, this is the origin, right? And mark the places on the graph as per his direction of movement. The graph is shown below. It's here. So today we are going to start polynomial case study questions. So let us start with a very simple question. See, case study questions में क्या है ना, कुछ situation दिया है, something real life situation will be given, and based on that real life situation, some context will be there. कभी-कभी confuse करने के लिए बहुत बड़ा paragraph दिया रहता है जो उससे related नहीं है. जैसे इसमें यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक कोई related नहीं है. Only वो ब्रिज के बारे में थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेनेशन है और पैराबोलिक यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है. सिर्फ यही है, कंटेक्स्ट में ऐसा कोई वैल्यू नहीं दिया हुआ. पूरा का पूरा रीड करने में बहुत बच्चे इसमें टाइम वेस्ट करते हैं, राइट? सो फिर भी हम लोग यहाँ पे रीड कर रहे हैं. सो वन सिंपल सस्पेंशन ब्रिज इज गिवन व्हिच इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पैराबोला, राइट? सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस कंटेक्स्ट नाउ वी आर गोइंग टुवर्ड द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which of the following polynomial is graphically represented by a parabola? ये चारों में कौन सा represent करता है? Parabola से कौन सा polynomial represent करता है? Yes, quadratic polynomial. So correct answer is B, right? So next question, if a polynomial represented by a parabola intersects x-axis at -3 and 4 and y-axis at -2, then its zeros are. पैराबोला जो था पिछले जो पैराबोला था वो किसको इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा था? मतलब जीरोस क्या होता है? What are the zeros? It will intersect the x axis. ठीक है? how many times it will intersect, that will be the number of zeros. तो अभी ध्यान से देखो, अगर मैं यहाँ पर एक पैराबोला ड्रॉ करता हूँ, तो यहाँ पर ये दोनों जीरोस हैं, तो इसके जीरोस क्या क्या होगा? Which option is correct? Right.
Another competency based question, that is assertion and reasoning based questions, right? So in this I prepared assertion reasoning based questions for class 9th and 10th maths. So again, aim to provide more practice with competency based questions, and it enhanced students critical thinking and problem solving ability. It helped improve numeracy skills through targeted practice, and it provided students with a robust foundation for exam and real world applications. So this is the screenshot of the playlist of class 10th assertion and reasoning questions. This is the list of all the videos, and these are the views. And next, this is class 9th maths assertion and reasoning based questions video playlist, and these are the list of all videos.
Today we are going to start assertion reasoning based questions. This is also one of the type of competency based questions. Numbers, take chapter number 1. So let us start with the first. ये मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन भी होते हैं इसमें, क्योंकि इसमें 4 ऑप्शंस होते हैं. So there are 4 options A, B, C, D. First option is the assertion and reasoning both are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. साइंस में भी होता है. एंड सेकंड वन assertion and reason both are correct. ये भी करेक्ट है और ये भी करेक्ट है, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. The last one is assertion is true, but reason is false, and the D option is assertion is false and reason is true. So let us start with the first question. We are going to start. See, rational number lying between two rational number is 1/2 x plus y. So half into x plus y. So this is the formula you are already studied in class 8. So assertion is true. Yes. Assertion is true. Now we are moving toward the reason. There is one rational number lying between any two rational numbers. It is true or false? False. Why? Yes, very good. There are infinitely many rational numbers between two irrational. So this is false. So which option is correct one? C. Right. C option is correct. Now we are moving towards the next question. 5 is a rational number. It is correct. Right. The square root of all positive integers are irrational. सारे positive integers means natural number. So root 4 को देखो कितना होगा? Plus minus 2. Root 9 plus minus 3. These are all rational numbers. Similarly, root 16 plus minus 4. Right? So square root of all square numbers are not irrational. So this is false. Again, this is true and this is false. Right? So which option is correct? C. C. Right. Now we are moving towards assertion and reasoning based questions. This is also a type of competency based question, and which is very important. दो question एग्जाम में आता है, एनुअल के एग्जाम में आता है. Total 20 MCQs are there. Out of 22 questions are assertion reasoning based questions. Right? So now we are moving towards assertion reasoning based questions. In these 4 options will be there. क्योंकि ये भी multiple choice question जैसा ही है. First option देखो क्या है? Both assertion and reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. And second one, both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. And here assertion is true, reason is false. And the last one is assertion is false, but reason is true. So now we are moving towards the first question. See, rational number lying between two rational number is given by this formula. X plus y by 2. This is true only. You are studying in class 8. Next, there is one rational number lying between two rational numbers. This is false. Why? Very good. Because there are infinitely many rational numbers between two rational numbers. So our assertion is correct, but reason is false. Right? So which option is correct?
C.
Right. Very good. So one of the rational number lying between this. So our assertion is correct, but reason is false. So correct option is C. Now we are moving toward the second question. 5 is a rational number. Yes or no? Very good. It is correct. The square root of all positive integers are irrational numbers. Why it is false? हाँ, एक तो रूट 4 है प्लस माइनस 2 है, रूट 9 है प्लस माइनस 3, one more is there, root many are there. All square root of perfect square are not rational number. ठीक है, root 16 plus minus 4. So here also assumption is correct, but reason is false. So which option is correct? C. Right.
Coming to next competency based questions, multiple choice questions. So multiple choice questions डायरेक्ट भी होते हैं और जिसमें क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग की ज़रूरत होती है, जो डायरेक्ट नहीं होते हैं, विच इज़ नॉट डायरेक्ट. सो वी हैव टू अप्लाई द फॉर्मूला to get some values, then that values we need to substitute somewhere else. So indirect questions are all competency based questions under multiple choice questions. So for this I prepared MCQ based questions videos for class 10th maths and even for 9th also, and I prepared MCQ question bank also focused on enhancing competency based questions aimed at improving students numeracy skill. Video whatever videos I have uploaded, it provides additional practice and understanding. So whatever the doubts is there's some problem is there in any question, they can use multiple times. Accessible resource for comprehensive exam preparation. It helps in developing critical thinking and problem solving abilities, and it supports students in mastering key mathematically concepts. So this is the playlist of class 10th maths and multiple.
Today we are going to start multiple choice questions based on chapter number 1, number system. So multiple choice questions में भी कुछ questions direct questions होते हैं, सीधे questions होते हैं, और कुछ competency based questions होते हैं. So we are I am focusing on competency based, right? So competency based questions पर direct questions नहीं होते हैं. So चलो start करते हैं first question. The rational form of 0.254 bar, 5 में bar लगा हुआ है, is in the form of p by q. Then p plus q is dash. तो डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन में हम लोग पढ़े हैं कि कैसे कन्वर्ट करते हैं, बट यहाँ पे नया स्टेप क्या पूछा है, p plus q क्या है. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल p and q should be simplest form, it should be simplest form. इसका LCM जो है 1 होना चाहिए, ठीक है. तो लेट अस स्टार्ट. तो हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे let x is equal to 0.54 bar. I told you that we have to shift this decimal point to this place. So by which number we have to multiply? 10x is equals to 2.54 bar. After this, what we did? एक shift करेंगे हम लोग. 54. Again we have to shift this decimal point to this place. Again by which number we have to multiply? 100. Right. Very good. 100 से multiply करोगे तो ये 1000 हो जाएगा. And here this is 54.54 bar. So this is first equation and this is second equation. Now we are going to subtract these two. Subtracting next step is subtracting 1 and 2 we get. मैं सारा steps लिख रहा हूँ because I need to explain it, but for MCQ question explanation is not required. You can write directly also. So 1000x minus 10x is equals to 254.54 bar minus 2.54 bar. So we are getting 990x here and here 252. So this will imply x is equals to 252 divided by 990. दोनों 9 से डिवाइड हो रहा है, ठीक है. डिवाइड कर रहे हैं सब. 28 upon 110 और किससे डिवाइड हो रहा है ये? 2 से. 14 by 55. Now there is no common factor. So we got p as 14 and q as 55. Now what is p plus q? 69. 14 plus 55. Right. So correct option is 69. So this is the correct option, right? Okay. Now we are moving towards the next question. The decimal representation of 71 by 150 is dash. तो ये भी डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन नहीं है. इसमें आप लोग क्या करेंगे? What you can do? डिनोमिनेटर में या तो फैक्टर होना चाहिए प्राइम फैक्टर या 5 होना चाहिए या दोनों होना चाहिए, उसके अलावा कोई दूसरा फैक्टर नहीं होना चाहिए प्राइम फैक्टर। इट मस्ट हैव ओनली आइदर 2 फैक्टर, ओनली 5 और both, but there should not be any other prime factor here. अगर दूसरा प्राइम फैक्टर होगा तो नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रिपीटिंग पेपर। So 150 को अगर हम लोग फैक्टराइज करेंगे so we are getting 2 into 3 to 5 square. So here 3 is there, 2 और 5 के अलावा 3 भी है, तो ये टर्मिनेटिंग नहीं होगा, राइट? तो क्या होगा? नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रिपीटिंग, राइट?
Now coming to competency based questions, online practice papers for class 9 to 12th. So during pandemic I have I have uploaded all the links of online practice papers which I prepared through Google Form, and for class 9 to 12th, and again it focuses on competency based questions and numeracy skill, and papers available in Google Form format, and students can practice and evaluate themselves online, because whenever a student will submit the test, the result they can see their result, and it is accessible anytime and anywhere for convenience because it is available on my website blog. So it enhances students' understanding and problem solving abilities, also provides immediate feedback to help identify areas for improvement, supports independent learning and regular practice, and it aims to boost students' confidence and readiness for exam, and it contributes to improved academic performance also and mastery of mathematical concepts. So this is the page, again first page of my blog, and here online practice papers link is there. I will show how many views of these practice papers are there. This is the front page of online practice paper. So online practice paper total web page views is more than 12 lakhs as on today's date. So it shows that many students are using this platform. Hello everyone, today I'm going to tell you about my Sunday maths test series and weekly test series initiatives, right? So my objective is to motivate and engage students in regular study and preparation for their annual exams, and I want to give support to class 10th and 12th, so that because of that I'm conducting Sunday test regularly in offline mode at KV Gachibowli, and provide this service without taking any compensatory benefits from the administration. So I would like to support for economically disadvantaged students also, and my aim to help students who cannot afford costly sample paper books or question banks, right? So आजकल जितने भी सैम्पल पेपर बुक्स हैं एंड क्वेश्चन बैंक ऑल्सो इतने कॉस्टली है कि बहुत सारे बच्चे खरीद नहीं पाते हैं. Many students they are not able to purchase. So through my platform website, so whatever I'm test conducting for my students offline mode, I'm uploading in my website blog also, and sharing with all students and teachers. Right. Now coming to cost-effective resources. Yes, provide chapter-wise test series with answers, and it offers sample papers with answers through my website blog. Right. So now let us see what are the benefits. So regular testing ensures continuous assessment and better understanding, and it offers equal opportunities for all students regardless of financial background, because as it is uploaded in website blog, anybody can use it. It is free access to everyone, all CBSE students. It enhances preparation and confidence for board exam. It's very important. And lastly, it encourages consistent study habits and reduces last minute stress. So these are the few benefits. इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे benefits हैं, and my implementation is to conduct test every Sunday covering different chapter wise systematically, right? So first I will start chapter wise test series. जैसे test series complete हो गया chapter wise, then move toward the sample paper test. Suppose in maths we have 14 chapters, so 14 Sunday एक एक chapter का test होगा, उसके बाद complete होने के बाद immediately sample paper test. So my target is to complete around 14 sample paper tests. Last year भी मैंने complete किया है. So make test materials and answers available on my website blog for easy access anytime. And it's a very good impact. Students, it improves students' performance and understanding of mathematical concepts, greater engagement and motivations among students, and significantly support for economically disadvantaged students, leveling the playing field. And my initiatives ensure that all students have the necessary resources and motivation to their studies, promoting a more inclusive and supportive educational environment. These are my initiatives. एक तो बच्चा रेगुलर पढ़े, संडे का भी यूटिलाइज करे, क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चे संडे यूज़ नहीं करते, छोड़ देते हैं. So in order to make use of that Sunday also, so I am conducting this test. At least थोड़ा तो पढ़ेंगे. If suppose 100% of the day, if they study 10 to 15, 20% also minimum, so मैं success हो गया. So that was my initiative. So ये ऑफलाइन कंडक्ट करता हूँ. अब रही नेक्स्ट वीकली टेस्ट मीन्स अदर देन संडे. So because I cannot conduct all the test on Monday, right, Sunday. So साइंस के लिए मैंने सेलेक्ट किया वेडनेसडे. So every Wednesday I used to conduct a weekly test. Last year till limited to sample paper test. Now this year I'm starting chapter wise test also for 2024-25. Right? Same for social science also. Last year I conducted every Friday sample paper test, that 2023-24 batch, and before that also. But this year I am conducting chapter wise test, then followed sample paper test. Same for physics also, class 12th. Every Wednesday I conducted sample paper test last year, 2023-24. For this batch, I will conduct chapter-wise test series, then sample paper test. Right? So all the sample paper test and completely based and designed according to this latest CBSE curriculum. And my goal to provide regular practice to enhance the subject proficiency. So and whatever the test I am conducting, I am sharing all the test papers and sample papers on my website. And I am very proud that these test papers are using by many different parts of the country as well as outside also, because my blog already reached 180 countries. So resources available to students and teachers worldwide, reaching 180 countries, and it is very easy of use, accessible, beneficial for all CBSE students and educators globally. And it's a very good impact that students' engagement will increase and increase discipline and consistent study habit. Because एक शेड्यूल बना रहेगा कि नेक्स्ट संडे, नेक्स्ट वेडनेसडे, नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे मुझे टेस्ट लेना है, टेस्ट देना है. So it increased study habits of the student, and because of this, better grasp of subject through regular and structured testing, and it improved readiness for final exams, leading to better academic performance. And my blog is utilized by students and teachers in all 180 countries, because it already reached 180 countries, but today I checked it is 181 actually. And I'm very proud of the impact and support provided to a diverse student body, positive feedback and active participations from a global education community. So continuous educational impact is continuous effort to aid students in achieving academic excellence. And my commitment will not decrease, and dedicated to providing quality and educational resources and support. And in future, as I already told, social science and physics, I'm conducting chapter-wise tests. So I will continue expanding and refining resources to benefit more students and educators worldwide. So these are my achievements. I mean to say, these are my contributions for the society, for the students and teachers, in particular students, through my Sunday and Sunday maths test papers. So these are my few initiatives to engage all the students globally. Now I'm going to show you the pictures of some clips of the Sunday SAM test series, whatever I'm conducting on Sunday in school. Right? Please watch these clips of Sunday test.